I'm going to make you want to pee. Dripping faucets, leaky gutter, peeing.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 funniest Sheldon Cooper moments.
Have you suffered a recent blow to the head?
You don't have to be so mean.
I'm sorry. Have you suffered a recent blow to the head?
For this list, we'll be looking at all the times this eccentric genius made us laugh out loud. We'll be sticking strictly to Big Bang proper, so no young Sheldon here. What Sheldon moment makes you laugh the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 20. Sheldon wants to make a baby. Following the success of him and Amy's experiment, Sheldon decides it's time to take the next step, make a baby.
Set up a second culture and try to replicate our results. No. We lock that door, lower our underpants a little, and make a baby.
Amy's not quite there yet, so he spends the remainder of the episode trying to seduce her. This makes for some very entertaining moments that, to Amy, might seem sexy, but to us are just plain hilarious. Candlelight, brandy, smooth jazz, and, deer musk? Sheldon pulls out all the stops to impress his lady. But when that all fails, he pulls out the really big guns. Watching Sheldon dance flamenco is truly a sight to behold, and one that we've happily watched repeatedly. Number 19. Sheldon is the Flash. If there's one thing for sure, it's that change is not welcome when Sheldon is around.
Look, I know our winter thermostat setting is 72 degrees, but I'm a little warm, so I'm going to turn it down.
When Leonard turns down the thermostat, Sheldon imagines himself as the Flash racing to the Grand Canyon to vent his anger. This is not the only time we see the Flash as Sheldon's alter ego, as in a Season 2 episode, a coffee-spilled Sheldon zooms around the living room in a bright red costume. But what makes this particular scene so funny is how his nonchalant response to Leonard completely contradicts the melodrama in his head.
Fine.
Number 18. Sheldon's Joker-esque smile. When most people smile, we feel warm and comforted. When Sheldon Cooper smiles, we wonder what evil scheme the Joker has up his sleeve. The guys learn this too when they ask Sheldon to show Raj support simply by smiling, and get this nightmarish grin in return.
Oh, crap, that's terrifying. We're here to see Putra Polly, not kill Batman.
Poor Sheldon. He really does try, but some things simply don't come naturally to him. His expression says less, "I'm happy for you, Raj," and more, "I'm holding onto a dark secret and you should be very afraid."
But you didn't discover him. You merely noticed he was here, much like he did with 2008 in Q-Sub-17. Oh, sorry.
We're not sure who was more relieved when he could finally drop the act, us or him. Number 17. Sheldon's knocks.
When I opened the door, I saw my father having relations with another woman.
That's awful.
I know. It's also why I never open a door without knocking 3 times.
In Season 10, we learned the sad origin story behind this running gag. However, before then and even after, it provides countless amusing moments. In fact, the writers were able to keep this recurring joke fresh by spicing it up and switching things around every now and then.
I'm the Flash. I just knocked 30,000 times.
While everyone will have their favorite iteration, there's no denying that some of the funniest ones occur when Penny's standing on the other side of the door. Indeed, watching her and Bernadette mess with Sheldon will always be funny.
Bernadette!
Who knew something as simple as knocking on a door could provide such hilarity?
Come in.
Keep it up, I got nowhere else to be.
Number 16. Hanging out with James Earl Jones. We couldn't possibly talk about hilariously memorable guest spots without mentioning Sheldon's encounter with Stan Lee.
Do you think you can just ring my doorbell anytime you want? I mean, why don't you just come on in and watch the Lakers game with me? Well, I'm not much of a sports fan, but thank you.
However, his wild adventure with the voice of Darth Vader, James Earl Jones, is absolutely priceless. Jones effortlessly matches Sheldon's enthusiasm and even takes it up several notches. He's not even put off by Sheldon's endless questions.
Is it true that you were pre-med in college and you almost became a doctor?
That's right.
Jay, I could listen to your stories all night.
The duo share a Ferris wheel ride, a trip to the sauna, and even engage in a bit of karaoke. If anything, watching Sheldon become more subdued as Jones pushes him further and further out of his comfort zone is absolutely hysterical. Although nothing's funnier than when they pull Ding Dong Ditch on Carrie Fisher.
It's not funny anymore, James.
Number 15, messing with Howard and Raj. Sheldon lives his life by a strict schedule, and everyone knows every detail of it, from when he visits the bathroom to which day of the week he's ordering Chinese takeout. So when Howard realizes there's an unaccounted for 20-minute window in this rigid daily routine, he and Raj obsessively try to get to the bottom of it.
I think it's an old storage room. What could he be doing in there every day for 20 minutes? Well, he's not doing 20-minute abs because if he were, he'd have way better abs.
They even set up a secret camera to spy on their friend, and what they discover leaves them pretty shaken. The final touch to this epic prank is simple but brilliant. We guess that's what you get when you try and pull one over on Sheldon Cooper. Number 14, his rivalry with Will Wheaton. We first meet the Star Trek alum in Season 3, when Sheldon and Raj go up against him and Stewart in a Mystic Warlords of Ka tournament. Sheldon has a childhood vendetta against the actor and is seeking revenge. Only Will bests him by exploiting his love for his Meemaw.
I call my Meemaw Nana, and she's going to be very happy to hear that my small rock kills your enchanted bunny. Game over, Moonpaw.
This intensifies their rivalry, leaving Sheldon more determined than ever to crush the Wesley actor. Eventually, the pair make amends and become friends. Only that's challenged once again when Will and Amy clash over creative differences while filming fun with flags.
Listen, Sheldon, I'm really happy to do this for you, but not if she's going to be a huge pain in the asshole.
You let him speak to me like that?
Well...
Watching a drunk Shelley challenge Will to a fist fight will never stop being hilarious.
Sheldon, do you really think we're going to fight? My fists are not up here because I'm milking a giant invisible cow.
Number 13, Sheldon versus Penny. While there have been many fights and rivalries throughout the show's run, few were funnier than this one. Penny's accidental blunder ignites a feud with Sheldon that begins with her banishment and escalates wildly, much to our amusement.
All right, that's it. Strike three.
Ooh, strike three. Banished? What the hell kind of crap is that?
Things reach a heated climax when Penny messes with laundry night, and Sheldon retaliates in a big way. We guess that's the problem with picking fights with physicists. You end up playing with forces beyond your ken.
Laundry night is always Saturday night.
Woman, you were playing with forces beyond your ken.
Who knows what else might have happened had Leonard not intervened with the ultimate secret weapon, Sheldon's mother. Their reconciliation is just as entertaining as their fight.
Well played.
Thank you.
Just remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Understood.
Number 12, Rock, Paper, Scissors, Lizard, Spock.
How does it work?
Oh, very simple. Scissors cut paper, paper covers rock. Rock crushes lizard, lizard poisons Spock. Spock smashes scissors, scissors decapitates lizard, lizard eats paper, paper disproves Spock, Spock vaporizes rock, and as it always has, rock crushes scissors.
It's not unusual for Sheldon to butt heads with his friends when making plans, and he almost always gets his way. The audience first learns about rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock when it's used to settle a disagreement between Raj and Sheldon over what to watch on TV.
I'll tell you what, how about we go rock, paper, scissors? I don't think so. Anecdotal evidence suggests that in a game of rock, paper, scissors, players familiar with each other will tie 75 to 80% of the time due to the limited number of outcomes. I suggest rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock.
Sheldon says the game originally invented by Sam Cass and Karen Brila is meant to lower the odds of a draw. However, when your friends are all big Star Trek fans, it may not have the right effect. Number 11. Sheldon's Precious. In a case of life imitating art, the guys become obsessed when they discover an actual Lord of the Rings ring in their possession. Sheldon goes especially hard in trying to claim ownership of the prop. He even attempts to pry it off a sleeping Penny, and well, we all remember how well that goes. After Leonard bows out, the others continue their fight, which gets pretty vicious. Eventually, Sheldon's the only one left holding the ring, or at least he dreams he is, leading to this comically terrifying sequence.
My love. My
Of course, this isn't the only time movie memorabilia fuels one of Sheldon's nightmares. Number 10. Halloween pranks. We've seen Sheldon as the prankster, but isn't it so much funnier when he's the prankee? Especially when he insists his friends don't possess the skills to surprise him.
He's probably right. They can't beat him. He's just too smart. Gentlemen.
Sheldon carefully plots his revenge, but his friends are always just one step ahead. Howard's brutal stunt is a particular highlight, especially as it leads to Sheldon accidentally shocking himself.
Trick-or-treat, bubble up.
No! You mean this is all a ruse? Can I be so
At least one of his practical jokes pans out by the episode's conclusion, even if the timing is bad. This isn't his only memorable Halloween payback prank, either. The sight of Sheldon in tight pants and a bowl haircut will live on in our minds rent-free forever.
Who wants to see a magic trick? Oh, that's right. No one.
Number 9. Sheldon plays the bongos. As previously stated, Sheldon's not a fan of change. So when he can't get his usual haircut from his regular barber, he starts questioning everything. Most of us might start by finding a new establishment or taking our friends up on their offer to
subscribe.